Welcome to Formula World. I'm your host, Dylan Shelley, and here's what's on this episode. First up on Formula World, Ferrari admit we're not fast enough. Ferrari Sebastian Vettel finally put Ferrari on top of the timing sheets during this year's testing. Yet team boss Mattia Binotto feels that it isn't good enough. As we've said in recent days, we are not fast enough right now, but the season is long and we are fast in turns, but that does not make us the fastest. We must look at what we must address in terms of developments. And he was rather pessimistic about the first few races. The car is not competitive enough to be a challenge at the start of the season. Sebastian Vettel confirmed the apprehension in the team by saying, "I think the car is probably a little worse than last year in terms of following and passing, but obviously everybody put more downforce in the car. You were more worried about having clean air at the places where it matters. At the end, you're not too worried. It's not nice, but we will see." He did, however, hint at Ferrari not showing their hand yet, albeit while discussing the 2020 Ferrari shortcomings. "We tried a bit of everything, but as I said, normally in testing you don't show all your hands. You try to do it when nobody is watching or when people can't read the laps. We knew that the car is more draggy. We are fast on the corners but slower in the straights. We have to find some top speed." McLaren can beat Mercedes. Recently, McLaren CEO Zak Brown spoke out about a few things that started with a slight dig at Racing Point. "We look at the times of other teams, but you don't make much of it yet. The Racing Point is, of course, a good car, but that makes sense because it is the Mercedes of last year." He also revealed the ambitions of his team as they are poised to become Mercedes' customer team again in 2021, and the realities of how that plays into their championship aspirations. Not immediately in 2021, of course, but we assume that we can beat Mercedes in the long term. We are now working so hard in the factory for that. He also hoped that their Renault engine for 2020 is reliable. Renault must speak for itself in that regard, but we are satisfied. Last year a major step was taken in terms of power, but now Renault must ensure that reliability improves. That way you get a better engine and we can perform better. Fast feed. Racing Point Technical Director Andrew Green reported that the team aren't sweating too much over their engine partner Mercedes' engine troubles, as they are known problems that they have fixes for. Racing Point's Lance Stroll considers it a good sign they are just as fast as Ferrari in testing. Alfa Romeo's Antonio Giovinazzi wants to grab points from the start of the season. Williams' Deputy Principal Claire Williams understands that they have to celebrate the small things after the team's positive progress during testing. Haas team principal Gunther Steiner will not watch the second season of Netflix Drive to Survive. Honda F1 technical director Toyoharu Tanabe has revealed that the second phase of testing in Barcelona was an important test towards the first race of the year. And AlphaTauri driver Pierre Gasly added to that by saying Honda is happy with its reliability. Red Bull admitted they were a bit cautious today at testing due to the weather conditions. Alfa Romeo team boss Fred Vasseur has claimed that their test driver Robert Kubica could certainly return to the F1 grid in a racing capacity. And Formula E driver Mitch Evans regrets having worked so hard and gotten so close to F1 racing and believes that it could haunt him forever. Could McLaren eventually beat Mercedes? Be sure to vote in the poll by clicking the eye icon in the top right corner of the video and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.